Oh, that's a true thing. We're doing cart narc, 100%. Been waiting all month for that. Well, all last month, I guess. It's a 9-minute one. Okay, I'm gonna close Disky for now.
The lady in the orange here. She's got a cart return here.
Are you ready? Oh, let's get a nuclear throne. And let's go to entertainment. And I did a marker. Okay.
And a cart return there. She has dumped, unfortunately, her cart directly behind her. She's moving a little gingerly, so maybe if she asked me nicely, I'll be happy to move that for her. Oh.
Like always.
That's not where the cart goes.
That's not where the cart goes.
You want me to get it for you? Ma'am, I offered her. I offered to do it for her. See right over there? Right over in that direction? Alright, you get a magnet. Since
What
you
did
didn't
he
even
say?
attempt to,
What did he say his name was? Hold on.
The lady in the orange here. She's got a cart return here and a cart return there. She has dumped, unfortunately, her cart directly behind her. She's moving
I couldn't hear his name.
a little gingerly, so maybe if she asked me nicely, I'll be happy to move that for her. Oh. Ma'am, I offered her. I offered to do it for her. See right over there? Right over in that direction? Alright, you get a magnet. Since you didn't even attempt to...
No.
What is that?
Now, it's a magnet I can help you with. It says Lazy Bones on board because you left your card out.
Oh, no, get that off my car.
Ma'am, you know why I did it?
No, get it off my car.
I'll take you. Part one.
Get it
Remember I
off
put
my
out the
car.
shopping cart about 30 seconds ago?
I just stood in the long ass line. Get that off my car so I can...
Oh, are you tired? You gonna fall asleep?
Get it off my car now. Get it off my car.
Ma'am, you're not addressing the root cause.
This motherfucking shit off my fucking car.
Well, ma'am, you know,
Oh,
I tried
no.
to explain very calmly and nicely why I
I
did
don't
it.
need you to explain shit to me. Get that off my motherfucking
Well, you
car.
clearly do. So I'm gonna put this flag right here. I'll get this.
Don't put shit on my car. I'm gonna run your motherfucking ass over.
That's not nice. How about this one?
Don't put
Ooh,
shit on my
man,
motherfucking
this
Go
lady's
rear.
language.
Got her. So Narcoteers, what we got there, what we just put on the rear was a. Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That was a hey cart narcs. So we got these like little 3-inch magnets that we keep for just such occasions, where if it were, is that a reverse? Whoa, watch out! I believe that is a reverse. Hold on, okay, it's over here. She may have not even seen that. Those are basically last-ditch magnets, little ones that we can keep. What is she up to? They keep on hand. So she's blocking both lanes of the driving lane here. See, now she has threatened to run us over already, which, by the way, that's aggravated assault. The threat of serious bodily damage, which obviously hitting a person with a car would be.
Facts.
No,
What's
she's not
she
even
doing?
gonna... Oh, look, now this person has a little less room to park in their spot. Her long line. Young lady, did you have a question, young lady? Something I can help you with? You're blocking a handicap spot, by the way. Oh, we're going over there to get that off. And you're blocking the spot here. You don't want to park.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, ma'am, I don't think you
I
understand.
don't think you understand. You're about to get fucked up. I'm calling my husband up here right now to come fuck you up.
But that's against the law,
Oh,
ma'am.
well, Quit touching my motherfucking car.
I just blocked you.
Put something else on my fucking car. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Ma'am,
Don't touch
how are you
my
gonna do that?
motherfucking car.
I'm much faster.
Don't touch my motherfucking car.
Why are you
Don't touch
videotaping-
my
why are you
motherfucking
videotaping
car.
me?
You put something on my car and I'm gonna run your ass
Because
over.
that's against the
I
law.
don't give a fuck. It ain't against shit.
No,
Don't put
ma'am.
a motherfucking thing on my car.
Killing someone with your
Don't
vehicle
put
is
shit
against the
on
law.
my fucking car.
Now, this is all I asked you
Put
to.
shit on my fucking
Notice
car.
how I'm talking in a nice, polite manner, and you are threatening. You're committing criminal acts. You've already committed a crime, by the way.
Fuck you. You touch my car, but fuck you. Don't put shit on my car.
What's right there? That's a fake ad, by the way.
Oh
That's it,
no.
Earl.
God,
Now, ma'am, if
Sebastian.
we just talked about this, it could all be over right now. Oh, I faked you out. I didn't put anything there. But see, you have so much pride in your vehicle, which, you know, it's a fine vehicle, that you came around here instead of just saying, "I'm sorry." This could have stopped with, "I'm sorry." Right here. Let's see if she falls for it.
Oh no.
Now, ma'am, if you just
I don't understand, do you? Don't touch my motherfucking
You
car,
threw
bitch.
more water on
Don't
yourself.
touch my motherfucking car, bitch. Don't touch my motherfucking car, bitch.
Oh, this lady's freaking.
like a
My motherfucking car,
Whoa.
is
bitch.
that sangria?
Don't touch my motherfucking car, bitch.
Is that like grapefruit? I didn't put it.
Touch my motherfucking car, next up, I'm gonna blow your ass and run your ass over.
Now-
Stop touching my motherfucking
Wait.
car.
When blow my ass, you mean with a gun, not with your mouth, I hope.
Bitch, I mean, whatever the fuck I got. Don't touch me.
What?
That really smelled like it had alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's got.
That was not a fake out, by
Hold
the way. Let's see.
It looked like there was oranges and stuff in it, which, if I'm not mistaken, is in sangria.
Maybe it was just the fruitiness of whatever that was, but yeah, I mean, she's
Possibly.
putting. It looks like grapefruit to me.
Oh, grapefruit.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was indeed sangria. And there, now she's going to the pickup only spots. You tell on me. Where's the husband coming? What's he gonna do? Oh well. Again. how can I have open
Sebastian's so
prevented targets here?
ballsy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you grab that for me? No problem. Her day's better. My day's better. Well, the world is better, but no. A lot of empty threats. I will say this, I'm usually pretty good at dodging, and I dodged most of that, but she got a little on me, so if the cops smell alcohol on my breath, or on my person, it's her fault, not mine. Did I get her on the, I didn't see if she pulled off the other magnet. Hopefully she'll read that when she gets home and maybe calm herself down. Maybe the husband can talk some sense into her, although I highly doubt it.
Oh my goodness.
It's blocking a good chunk of the sidewalk, and that cart is unrestrained. Let's see, well, it's probably not a cart return around here. Oh, wait, there's one right there. What is this? Magnet for you. Come on, what is... No. Let's keep her fake out. See if he comes back. How's it going?
Was it, dude?
Exactly. Exactly. So now this cart could roll. Hey, this nice lady's car. And again, the cart return is right there. Uh-oh, I think we might have a Lazy Bones enabler here. I just saved this lady. And I think she's about to enable this Lazy Bones because she's got her camera phone out, obviously. Yeah, can you believe that guy? Just leaving his cart here blocking the sidewalk at an angle, loose?
The cart marks.
Yes, ma'am. Now,
That's right.
Now, this thing could easily just someone knocks into it or whatever, boom, right into your car.
Yeah, well, we in America, baby.
Unfortunately, but the car returns right there. You know?
Well, that's what we got you for.
Now, yes, but also to help. I'm here to teach people as well, so that the behavior doesn't, you know.
All right, you stay right here. When I come out, I'm gonna leave my cart there. I want to be on film.
What? You can't bait me like that, young lady. Oh no, that's not where the carts go.
That's not where the carts go.
We can do better than this, right? Right? We have to leave our cart out. Blocking part of this handicap spot. This chunk of spot right here. Got a cart. Oh, cart return right there. Whip scoop, whip scoop. Wee, 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 wee. Come on. It's a disability spot. Right over that way. It's a straight shot. How you doing, sir? He's in the Grandpa's Club. If you can't tell by his, if you can't tell by his T-shirt. She getting out? How you doing, sir? Yes, sir. How's it going? This lady, oh, watch out, watch out. She might block back into you. She's very oblivious to other people, unfortunately. Let me go with the hood magnet to shame right there. Yeah, it's unfortunate because she said to herself, you know what? These people in this disability spot, they don't need this area right here.
Oh, he's recording.
I think she's just gonna drive off though.
You tell
Look.
them they don't care.
Hey, all these people are doing it. Hey, that dude is like, oh heck yeah, I get to see this live. Man, I'd be the same way though. If I saw Sebastian live, I would do it. Sebastian, I emailed him recently, and I sent him that video, and he said just make sure you're not confronting, people or doing that. He's like, because it's dangerous and stuff. I was like, yo, I got you. I didn't confront anybody, but keep doing what you're doing. Oh yeah, dude, it's. Oh yeah, that 100% BS.
They don't care.
These people are backing him up.
Exactly. They don't care. They don't care about the person who wants to park here.
They're the one who complains sometimes. Oh, look at these people. They're right there. And they're doing the same thing.
Exactly. It's just some people don't put together A to B.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, but yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Grandpa.
First time that I see somebody doing that, that's great.
Oh, thank
One
you.
more thing that I seen a lot, this place right here.
Yeah.
People park on the handicap spot, and I'm limping right now because my knee, right?
Mhm.
And they walk like a regular, like hey, they're not. And then my wife say, you know what? The brain is the one that they have sick,
Oh,
But they look
man.
good. They look,
Yeah, some people they get that tag and then they don't ever get rid of it. They keep it.
My niece, she has one handicapped daughter, right?
Yeah.
And she uses it for her daughter. But sometimes his grandpa is using the thing. I say that's not right. You're gonna lose it if they find out.
Well,
if they catch you that you using that, you're gonna be in trouble. And your daughter that really need it, she will miss that. You got a sticker by you?
Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I
Ooh,
do.
this guy.
Thank you all.
Everybody's
Appreciate
backing
y'all.
him.
Would you like? I got one for you too. How about
Sure.
that?
Okay. So I love what you're doing. You're
Well,
doing
thank you.
great, man.
Well,
You're
the
doing
thing is, like to your point though, like they don't care that much to catch people. They're just like, oh, let's go. And
God,
then, do
I hope he
whatever and
comes
park.
back
And
to
like you said, they walk
Texas.
right
Yeah.
clear to yourself or whatever. But nice to meet you. So what's your name?
Gil. My name is Gil. Your name?
Sebastian. Sebastian.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Nice to meet you, Gil. Appreciate it. Cardinarks out.
Oh man, what a good video. This is literally like, I don't know if it's bad, but I wait all month for a Cartnarks video like it's reality TV. Like back in the day, when we had to wait a week for videos, I wait a whole month. We all wait a whole month for this one video, for this 9-minute and 24-second video. Isn't that crazy? Bro, it's one of the best. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube. Hold on. You know what else I'm gonna put? We need to be spreading awareness of lazy bones and their part returning methods that are non-existent. Check out City Planet. City Planner plays using his music. Okay, hold on. So like on YouTube, I'm consistently using our master plan. All bots. I keep a master plan in the thing. Which one did you say? It's a good. Oh, freaking fat finger did an eye.
Hello, welcome to Segunda Beach.
Okay. So what is this? Oh, City Skylines 2? Didn't they just release a number 3 also? Like and subscribe. Is this guy like Let's Game It Out? Does he break the games? I don't know what just happened.
Hello, welcome to Segunda Beach. This is an area about 100 miles north of Verde Beach. And until now, it's been a relatively sleepy area with sparse inhabitants out.
That's weird. I kind of lost signal too. Why is the subtitles in Spanish? Okay. Oh, wait, so is this Master Planner, but he's playing games? Oh. So it makes sense to why he made that DMCA music. You know, the DMCA free.
Outside of the moose and bears that have called this area home for ages.
I love videos like this, like these what do they call them? Yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever.
But all that's about to change because a few residents of Verde Beach have decided to relocate here to build the city of their dreams. Something similar to Verde Beach, but better.
Whoa.
You see, Verde Beach has become incredibly expensive, pricing out many people that would love to call the area home. Can Segunda Beach do better? Time will tell. But for now, we must lay the foundations of this city. And I want to explain a few things about this playthrough while we do. First of all, it's going to be mostly vanilla. That means no gameplay enhancing mods, though I've included a few mods to enhance the visuals. These include Preserve Photo Mode, Toggle Overlays, and Zone Color Changer. In addition, I've added Show Text Trends and Extended Tooltip, both of which should improve your experience as a viewer since you'll have more information about the build. I've also added the French region pack and will continue to add region packs to the build as they become available. We're going to be building on the Segunda Beach map, a map that I've custom created for the series based on Morro Bay, California. It's a stunning area that should provide an inspirational place to build. However, because I used height maps to create this map, we'll have to do a fair bit of grading to make the city look good. But I'm up for the challenge.
Let me see what Alex doing.
The map has multiple potential starting areas, each with their own pros and cons, and they're all linked together with low voltage lines and water pipes, which are underneath the road, right where they belong. And this map will be available on the workshop right now. So if you want to build along with me, feel free to do so. And I'll add saves every 5th episode if you want to investigate the build for yourself. We'll also be live streaming recordings of this series on Twitch. So if you want the unedited version of this series, don't forget to subscribe to me over there.
Oh, he's a Twitch
But before
partner.
we dive in, quick question for you. What's your favorite brand of socks?
We have a face? I know what he looks like now.
Don't have one? I'm about to change that. I've been wearing Bombas for years now, and I absolutely love them. This pair right here, it's the first pair that I picked up 3 years ago, and they're still in great shape even though I wear them all the time. These are, without a doubt, the best socks that I've ever owned. They're Bombas so much as their mission. They also have a one is. You won't regret either. Or by visiting Bombas. Okay, first things first. Because it's a City Skylines 2, roads are really inexpensive, and I want to lay out the city a little bit. Now, there are multiple starting locations. We've got a location over here right along the water. We've got one along this river. There's one right here that in reality is actually a state park. One right here, and a couple back here as well. From my perspective, I think that some of these further back locations are going to be good for industry and power generation, and I want to start in a location that I think people would want to live in. And that is right here. This is actually where Morro Bay is. So I think it's the logical location. So I'm gonna lay out basically this entire tile in terms of the roadway network.
Alex said he might be on later today, so maybe we'll, I don't know, I'd really like to get into Peak again, but
And then we'll start to think about utilities and zoning and things of that nature. This is very slopey, but it's maybe not as bad as you might think. It's about 3.1% grade from the highway in the back to this area right here. So it could be a lot worse. And I've been giving some thought to what I want the
Pike, do you know who Let's Game It Out is?
grid to look like. I think it'd be something like 176 by 120 would do the trick. The reason why I like this, and I actually might go a little bit beyond this, the reason why I like this is when you're building on a slope,
Who could
having
we
a little
raid
bit of extra
today?
space to add landscaping and to give yourself the ability to grade,
Is
I think is really
HC
beneficial.
Justin
So this is
online?
what we'll go with. 136 rather by 76. So I'm gonna basically load this entire area up until we get to this little hill right here, and then we're gonna reorient around.
A lot of VTubers.
I don't want to go any further just yet
No, I
because
don't
I want to
see-
figure
I don't
out
see
how we
Justin
link
on.
up with the highway. I don't think I have the space just yet to build a proper interchange. So instead, I'm just going to have an at-grade connection, something like this at a 90. And what I think I want to do is kind of come in at an angle and cut through the grid. So something like this, I think could do the trick.
That's okay.
This will be our main street. It's a little bit awkward. We're going to have to really focus on how we make this zoning work. But I think it's going to reorient things a bit and make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm happy to have that right here. Now, I mentioned wanting to turn around this hill. I think this is going to be really important. So I'm going to get closer and try to maintain that same grid. And you might think I'm going crazy right now. I'm not. I'm going to do a little bit of grading after the fact. We can take a couple of liberties here and then redo our work.
Oh.
And if I grade on the road, when I delete the road, we should have our grading in place. Thinking a little bit right now about the best way to handle this area, and I've got an idea. We're gonna call our first mulligan of the series. I think maybe having a road that follows the contour of the hill would make some sense. We're gonna have to do some grading to make this one work though. And then maybe we can turn this into a prominent feature, a major park in the city.
This is wild, man.
You might have noticed my grid's not breaking up at all. A couple of reasons for that. I've turned off snap to zoning grid. I find that makes it really easy to maintain your grid because as you have two grids that aren't exactly the same coming together, you end up in a situation where they break when you get close to one another. So if you disable that and you overshoot your roads, you can maintain a perfect grid every time. I have an idea for this road that I think is going to lend into the park idea. I really like the water tower that comes with the French pack. And I think we could place that right here and make it a feature, something that people would know this community for. So we'll place that right about there. And that'll be the way that we take care of water and our sanitary sewer to begin with. I decided to reorient this grid a little bit. It felt like a mistake to continue going up the hillside here. Another thing that feels like a mistake is that this is not the same depth. We have a different lot size here. I made a mistake. I'm not sure where. Right here, I went 120 instead of 136. I think we're gonna live with a little bit of imperfection. I think it'll be just fine. Real cities aren't perfect, and this one won't be either, and that's gonna be just fine. Lastly, I wanna do a little bit of grading and give some natural ends and use the right tools and not that one.
Use the right tools, not that one.
And then finally, fix the hill. Nothing to see here. It's always been like this. I definitely didn't completely blast through half of this. And oh my goodness. Oh, that was a mistake. Now, I want to think about this connection to the highway. I'm going to overbuild roads. And what I think I want to do is
Dude, these are
have
crazy,
a
man.
4-lane road coming straight through the middle. This is Main Street. I will rename this. I'm going to add in our utilities now. I want to see, though, the best place to add some wind turbines, because I think that is going to be a really reasonable source of power for this area. And as I go through, you can see that right here, I want to develop a city anyway. Not
Yo,
very
like
good.
and subscribe
But
to
out
City
here,
Planner.
check this out.
And check out his
5 megawatts of power
DMCA3
out here.
music.
We'd be hard
that he
pressed to do
makes.
better. So I think we'll place one of these out here.
Master plan
I don't want to
music.
overbuild. That's something I tend to do sometimes is overbuild. And I want to take Lee Hawkins' advice and build what you need when you need it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And now that that is connected, we should have power way over here. And it's going to be really difficult to tell until we actually have something built over here. But our water and sewage building should need to have power. And look at this. It says it's actually located on the top of a hill in real life in Paris. So I was about to make a mistake by placing this down here. I think the best place to place it, in light of where it's really situated, is likely going to be on top of this hill. We'll make it a prominent feature of this community. So let's admire for a
Heck
second.
yeah.
Just get a feel for it. Yeah, that is going to be really, really nice. Signature feature of the community and a prominent feature in this park. So I'll try to get a road going up there and we'll have it meandering. I'll try to make it fairly slow as well by using an alleyway.
This is cool.
Okay, couple of things here. I kind of backtracked a couple of times on this whole plan. So I wanted to make sure that the slopes were reasonable and gentle and really accentuated how special of a place this is. So I spent a little bit of extra time on this. And I think, especially when you're playing vanilla, you've got to take a little bit of extra time to get special places right. So that's why I took this extra time to do a little bit of switchbacking. And then I realized as I tried to work my way down the hill here, that wasn't very smart because we had a road up here that would be perfect to connect into at a really gentle grade. So I think that that looks pretty darn good. So that is all of our utilities. Oh, it's not. I've got to add the filtration system. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Apparently that breaks the road, but we'll get that figured out. Not a big deal. Okay, nothing to see here. It's always been fine. So now I want to think a little bit about the zoning in this area. And we're going to need to clean up some of these streets. You can see that where these are intersecting, they're not looking all that good. Probably need to break some of these up. What I'm thinking is along the coast, I'm going to go with some European residential, the beach property stuff. And as we back out, we'll go for more density. And I'm guessing that that's going to bother some of you. And I get it. My thought process is going to be that at least early on, they're going to be reserving some of the
I gotta
more
remember to call this
expensive
lawyer.
properties for the city's founders. So that means that some of the
Trying to keep
prime
it in
real
my
estate
head.
in the city is not going to be utilized to its highest and best use. That happens sometimes. And now I want to be very deliberate with all of the zoning. So I'm going to go and basically manually draw all of these. And I think, particularly in
You
areas
gotta
that have
love being
slopes,
important.
it's really beneficial to do so. And now I'm going to stop as we get to Main Street because along Main Street, I'm going to add paths. The purpose of these paths is to set the zoning. I want to make sure that the zoning's along Main Street. It's going to be our commercial corridor. I'll draw a path and then try to just run this all the way through. It's not having it. Another idea though is we'll use an alleyway, and that one it will let me do. And honestly, maybe we'll just go with the alleyway look anyway. Now, you might have noticed that the power is not connected over here. I realized that I forgot to do one important thing. You can't actually link up water pipes that you put underneath your roads with these without actually making a small connection. And it's the exact same situation with power. And I'm going to actually run this above ground. And ideally, that gets the power flowing, and it looks like we're good. Now we're connected. So we're powering these homes with those windmills way over there, which I think is, or windmill, not windmills, which I think is outstanding. Now, this is an absolute disaster. We've got to fix this.
He's so
And I
dang
think
good.
These streets right here have got to go, which means that we've got some longer block sizes here. It's okay. We'll figure that out down the line. For now, at least our zoning should be easy to resolve. If we had highways, what I would do is upgrade these little segments to be highways. Until then, I'm going to add paths, and this will be how I control the zoning. Now, my only other fear is that the zoning is going to be taking place on the alleyways. We're going to try some zoning. And if the zoning doesn't work right, then we will go back and get rid of the alleyways. Thankfully, it's easy enough to fix. I will leave these gaps here. The idea is going to be that these could be plaza spaces, could be a place where you have a park, could be a fountain place, could just be where we have some green space. Because I think it's really important with cities to think about the amount of green space that you actually have everywhere. That is generally a requirement in cities, that there's green space for all developments. And generally a developer will have a couple of options. They can either pay to have green space installed elsewhere, not preferable, or they can just develop it along with their development, which is generally the way you'd prefer to see it. This right here could be that green space. And we've reached milestone 1, Tiny Village, which is really exciting to see. So we get a couple of things here. Map tiles, city budget, taxation, service budgets, some of our medium density row housing, vegetable farming, coal mining, some roads, some bridges, health and death care, which we're going to need right away, and our landfill. Another thing that we're going to need to think about immediately, or I should say soon. I'm not going to worry about it until the buildings start complaining.
I already did.
And reasonably, we've got 14
But everybody else,
citizens. No one
City
cares.
Planner Plays.
They can burn their garbage.
And I got him in the description on YouTube
at this point in time.
But also his music, Master Plan Plays.
Okay, and we're tapped out of our commercial. This looks really messy. We're going to clean it up down the line. Right now, this is going to be the most important
actually asked
commercial
me
area,
that.
so I don't care that it's taken
He
me a
said,
little bit longer.
who are you using
Again,
for your
If
music?
you have an area that's
I
important,
was like,
don't be afraid to spend a little bit more
Master
time on
Plan
it. I'm
Plays.
gonna
I
maybe
was like,
go
Pike
back a
actually
little
showed
bit
me him.
on something that I just said, and have a little bit more density along the coast.
I
But we're going
told
to keep
him,
it close
like
to
and
the
subscribe
park.
him and
And
stuff
I
on
think that
YouTube.
having some French
tag him in the
row
descriptions.
homes, I've always thought that these seem like they could be along the coast. And by always, I mean over the last week. So I'm going to place these right here and kind of see how they look. Give more people an opportunity to take in the absolutely splendid views of the bay right here. And then over here, I'm going to place more density, but I want to go with the European. I think that the European row homes look nicer than the North American ones. So I'll once again place these back here. We'll have a bit of separation in between these. Couple of reasons for that. I want to sneak in parking. That's going to be something I really want to focus on, which I'm guessing that some people will take issue with, but it is a real consideration in cities. And secondly, I want to make sure that we have enough space for landscaping behind these. And knowing that I can't overlap landscaping and vanilla, I've got to give myself a little bit of extra space to add those trees. This will be how we accomplish that.
Yo.
Okay, so this might have been a little bit
That's so
confusing,
cool.
but as I was going through this, I started to realize there's a lot of empty space right here, and we just don't have a lot of land in this community, so having a bunch of empty space didn't make a lot of sense. One of the issues that we have by adding this diagonal road is that we've broken up a lot of north-south connectivity. So by adding this street right here, we're starting to reestablish some of that. Block pattern change is not the end of the world. Again, realism. So we're gonna go with it. I've also left a couple of spaces right here for parking lots because I was realizing as I was filling this in, we actually don't have parking lots unlocked. So we should actually take a look at progression. And I'm sure that many people are going to take issue with this. One of the first things I want to unlock is going to be parking areas, but I want to do that after advanced road services because this to me is the most important thing. It gives us the opportunity to remove street parking if we want, add trees in the median if we want to do that. All sorts of things that we can do. And if we don't take care of that right away, those trees are going to look really young for a long time. I think I am going to attempt to fix these couple of blocks of commercial quickly. And now I should be able to just run this along the backside of the building. And it didn't break. That's great. I was real nervous about that because sometimes that can happen. Oh, and that's the other thing that can happen is the zoning can change and you can lose a building. Where it's not the end of the world. We'll just have to hope that it doesn't change the direction as we fill this in.
Oh no.
and now we're going to try to fulfill some of this insatiable demand for single family before I switch and start adding the rest of the city services. You can start to see now that we've got these icons showing up here, waiting for a hearse, waiting for an ambulance, we've got to start to think about that. Otherwise, people will start to die. But I did want to take a look at this first.
Bro,
This is
people
the
are already
idea.
dying.
The one thing I don't love
Everything's good, Ascend. Everything's good. We're just chilling here for a bit. I want to get into some stuff, but we're watching City Planner Plays.
about these
I actually need to get some more coffee.
particular assets, and I'm not sure how I'm going to resolve it just yet.
This
because
dude
the
is
sides
so
are really
good.
awkward. But I think that the front here, this would be an exceptional place to live. You've got these really nice row homes right along the coast. It kind of feels, maybe I'm wrong, to me it kind of
First rate of, what's that? Like a legit mascot race? Oh. See, I didn't know that.
feels like it could be beachy when they're all placed like this. I like it. I think it's cool. I'll fill in the rest of this
I
area
haven't been
right
doing
here
Balthies.
with more of our European low density waterfront housing.
We'll get to that point. That's why we want to get into some RuneScape today.
Okay, and we finally satiated some of that crazy demand that we have for low density. I'm just gonna make sure that these ones are fronting appropriately. I really need to unlock highways. That needs to be a priority. Highways,
Facts.
you can use them as kind of a zoning block. So if I replace a street with a highway temporarily, you'll change the direction of the zoning. So that is going to be the next thing I unlock, even though I have no desire to add any highways on this map for quite some time. But now we're going to go ahead and add our healthcare and death care, and we're going to start small. And I think that we'll add this to our main drag. And I'm going to break a rule that I normally have.
The trees.
Normally, I say don't place uses that generate lots and lots of traffic directly on an arterial. Place them next to it. But you know what? It happens, and we are going to strut it up right here. It's just going to be what we do. And over time, we'll improve it. And placing that helps us reach milestone 2. So we get a couple more development points. We're going to use those immediately. We also get some French signature buildings. I don't know if we're going to use these anytime soon, but it's good to know. So with this one, we get some of our medium density housing, including our French medium density. We also get education, and we've got to place a high school and elementary school, so don't want to forget about that at all. We also get textile farming, and I'm going to go right away and unlock highways. I know I said I wanted parking.
Yeah.
The highways are going to help us with zoning, and I'm really tired of not having them. So that's going to be really helpful. Got to figure out where we're going to place our death care. And we didn't unlock crematoriums yet. That's also another good one to unlock because technically the crematorium has higher capacity and is overall cheaper than the cemetery in the long run. But I think we're going to place this. It's going to be our park space. It's a nice thing about the cemetery. For better or for worse, maybe it's a little bit morbid. The cemetery provides a bit of outdoor recreation or indoor recreation, I guess. That's interesting. I guess if you want to go in the mausoleum and hang out, that's the thing that you could do.
So
here.
where's it gonna
We're gonna
place it?
this relatively close to our downtown, and I think we're gonna have to buy a tile. So let's venture into the world of tile upkeep by buying a tile right here. And we're doing fine. Financially, we're doing fine. After I place this, I think we'll also need to take a look at our budget and make sure that we're as optimized there as we can be. I can't help but think, we've talked about the water tower being a part of a parks complex. Maybe we take the cemetery and make that kind of the complementary half. So I'll place that across the road. Now, I see that it could use some grading. I'm gonna risk it. I'll do the grading afterwards.
This is so
There we
sick,
go. Nothing to see
dude.
here. Definitely respected the topography up front. Definitely did that. So now we can use this building to frame what happens to the rest of our grid. And you can start to see this is how, even though we have a grid, we are not doing something boring because we're responding to development in our city as it occurs and expanding logically based upon that development. And I really do think that that's important if you want a city that feels natural, to develop things in stages. Yes, we've planned things out, but no, we didn't just put a gigantic grid everywhere. We've done a little bit at a time. Okay, and I'm going to extend
That's his
this thing
music right
out
there.
quite a ways. I think I am
Master
going to run a
plan
road
music.
all the way around this, but I've already done some really nasty things to the terrain that we likely shouldn't have done. So rather than doing more, I'll double down partially, and then I'll clean things up. Okay, and I did double down on my terrain disrespect a little bit, and I feel regretful about that, but not regretful enough not to have done it. So I think things are looking pretty good in this area, and we need to take a momentary break. People have been burning garbage in their backyards for a long time, and I am concerned that if I let it go further, we're not going to notice it until it's a real problem. Because we have our health center, so people are dealing, but it's not the ideal situation. I think for this, I want to get this as far away from people as possible. But we should probably take a look at the direction of our wind. Yeah, actually in the back here,
Dude, this is
it's gonna be
crazy.
perfect. The other thing to take a look at is our resources. And because I made this map, I know what's back there. We've got some oil that's back here. I'm not overly concerned. We've got a lot of oil on the map. So if we have a little bit that is dedicated to landfill, not that big of a deal. The bigger concern maybe is that there's a really nice lake back here. So maybe we actually bring this a little bit closer in this area right here. Yeah, we'll place that right here. This has some ore, but those are compatible uses. Having a landfill next to an ore industry if we wanted to have one. So I'm not going to worry about it all that much. I'm going to place this kind of off in the corner. I'd love to hide this as much as I can. So if I can sneak it like this, I'm going to do it. Now, one of the things I really struggle with is connecting up these things with roads. I feel like the asset is incredibly awkward, but I have an idea. I'm going to basically draw a road like this, and then this will be our entryway. So that'll be the main focal point. I'll come off the highway, and I'm going to run this road directly into here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I really don't know how to handle the roads on this asset better than that. I think that's going to do the trick. So we've got to get water and power hooked up out here. And just like our other area, we've got to make sure that we're making these connections at the highway. And that should do the trick for us. Yes, we are good. We have utilities out here. We're picking up trash and driving it all the way across the map. Wonderful. Next, let's think about education.
Heck yeah.
And for this, I want to think about a central location. And really the center of gravity in terms of our population is actually closer to this hill. So I'm thinking that we are going to maybe break up a block right here, Elm Street. We'll focus towards Butler Street.
Yeah, we don't want Nightmare on Elm
have our
Street.
school
We don't need to have a Freddy Krueger, so yeah, break up Elm Street.
there. Actually, maybe we don't even need to break this block up just yet. No, we have to. If
Or
we
not.
ever want to expand this school, which, you know what? No. We're going to leave it. We won't expand this school. The extension wings, I just think that they look a little bit strange. So I think that maybe we'll just have lots and lots of little schools throughout the build, and we'll have a lot of them. It'll be just fine. The one thing that I want to do here is think about the surfaces. I want to come back to this area, and I tend to forget these sorts of things. We don't have snow on this map, so we might as well add surfaces all over the place to make things feel finished, at least where we've developed. And I'll tell you what this place is missing. It's missing parking.
Yep, I
You
was
better believe
I was
as soon
I was
as I
thinking
get
the
those
same thing.
parking
I'm like,
lots,
where's the parking lot?
We're going ham. We're going to add parking. Not because I think that, not because I love parking, but because I think it's a necessary evil of a city. So
Yep.
we're definitely going to add some here and again around these places. So I'm not forgetting
A
about it.
manicured
And I'm
lawn.
speaking
Yeah, that
it
looks
into
good.
existence. That's why I'm talking about it right now. So now I want to add the high school. So we have a complete education pipeline that you might expect to see in a small town. And for this one, I'm going to go with the small high school, but I want to reserve space to have a stadium in the future. So I think, even though this is not going to have a stadium till we reach, I believe it's milestone 4. If I'm not careful, I could develop all the way around it, make it impossible to add that. So we'll definitely reserve that space. I'm going to place this at the end of this road right here on Highland Street. And then we'll have parking right here. I think I'll send this a little ways back. There'll be some terrain disrespect. We'll probably have to face
Terrain disrespect.
the stadium towards this road. So this will be a rationale for Myrtle Street, of course. For Myrtle Street existing. And hopefully the stadium will appease Myrtle. We'll have to figure that out in due time. Now I want to add, we'll be responsive to the housing demand once more. I'm going to round this area out. One thing that we still don't have access to that I really want to have access to is parks. We should get that soon once we load up this area a little bit. Oh, we've actually got medium density as well. Let's add in a little bit of medium density housing. For this one, I think near this core, I'll add a little bit more. Closer to the schools. That would make some sense.
Yeah.
And as we were adding that, we reached milestone 3. And now we have fire, police, and ore mining.
Oh, police.
And that's great. We're going to place none of those because we are completely running out of money right now. So I'm going to try to balance the budget. And to do that, rapid zoning. So we'll add in a bunch more of these row homes right here. I'm going to modify the taxes quickly. And I know that for residential, I can probably get away with 11 or 12%, commercial about the same, industrial, which we have none of. That actually probably should be where we go next. I can get away with up to 15. I'm going to keep it at 10 though, and we'll switch gears and think about industrial. Now, I haven't really thought about that in this core
Dude, this is
city
crazy.
area, and I think I'm okay with that. What I think we might do instead is develop the industrial a little ways away and start to think about having an industrial park a little ways down the highway. And the one issue right now is we're creating a number of cul-de-sacs.
Didn't they release
so
a number
the moment
3?
that we can de-cul-de-sac these, we'll have to do it. Now, I'm not great with the complex curve tool, but I think it's the right tool for this. And yeah, just a couple of clicks right there and it works. Really makes nice sweeping movements like that possible. Now back here, this is our third map tile. We are going to be adding in an industrial park. And I want this to be large. I want the spaces to be large so that we get as large a buildings as we can get.
Cities, skylines.
So we've got our first industries moving into the city, smokestacks all over the place. Exactly what the city needed. Now I want to try to create something interesting over here, and I want to build a self-storage. And I'm not sure if it's possible in vanilla, but we're going to try. So to get the self-storage vibe right, I need to get the perfect zoning, and I'm not going to be able to tell what it is, but I'm thinking that it's probably a 2x4. I'm going to place a bunch of...
Hey, I'm going to go grab some coffee. Who is the newest one? Well, I was just reading they have to release a bunch of like DLCs before they can even think about a third one. But I'm going to get some coffee real quick. Yo, I can't wait for freaking fall time. Love fall. Winter, I should say. I guess we don't ever technically have a winter over here. It's freaking raining, you know? What was that noise? Oh, god dang it. I measured it. I measured it. And I think I was at like 90 feet. I think I was at like 90 feet. Yeah, 104 would work. I'm thinking about switching. Oh, I forgot to tell. I'll get on that later. I was scrolling through like remote jobs and stuff, and I stumbled upon Mythic Talent. And it's not for Mythic Talent, it's for Starforge PC. And apparently they have a customer service representative job for Starforge. And I exceed, we'll say, all the qualifications that they're asking. But the only thing that was like, they said customer service representative, but then they asked about like PC builds and stuff. I'm like, I've tinkered with my stuff in the past, not recently, but you know, it's not that crazy to deal with. I'm always up for learning. I was like, but as far as like customer service experience, I freaking 10 times hold it over that. But I applied for that Starforge PC thing. And then I was thinking, I was like, maybe you get a discount on Starforge PCs when you work for Starforge PC. But anyway, I gotta be checking my emails today for that. They should be getting back to me. I don't know, I think it would be really cool to work for them.
These, and hopefully we get warehouses, and then in between these I'll put roads.
I see the vision.
I can already tell that this is not exactly what I was hoping for. So back to the drawing board.
Okay, so I don't see now.
This time though, rather than placing a whole bunch of the same and just believing that it's right, I am going to place a variety and we'll see what we get.
Is he talking because it's at an angle?
Okay, so now these have spawned in, and interestingly, I thought it was going to be the 2x2 that look exclusively like the warehouses, but this is actually the asset that I was looking for. So this one is a manufacturing building, but you can see it's just got a big garage
Look at the
and a
little
door
people
on the front,
walking.
and I think it fits the vibe. There's another asset, and I don't know if it's a specific level or not. It has garages on the side. Not overly concerned. I think that if we have this one repeating through here, we will get that vibe that we're looking for. It's actually 2x4. So we got some of the correct assets, but here's the thing. It's vanilla, so these will continue to change. So rather than getting overly fixated on this idea, I'm gonna move on. And I think in vanilla, you've got to kind of accept the limitations of the game from time to time. There we go. Good enough. I'm going to step away because I'm breaking things at this point. And ultimately, The budget must be balanced. That is our ultimate goal right now. So
Yeah,
letting
'cause
that
he's
stuff fill
losing.
in and adding in a bit of residential is going to get us to the place where I think we need to be before we can end anything today. So I'm going to continue our French row homes, and I want to go with the exact same depth. And it looks like we ended up with 3 deep row homes, and we'll make that a thing right here by the park. And then as we get over here, we'll start to go back to our European waterfront housing with lots of space.
Yeah. Pike, I like that
Over
Loca
here, I was able to finally use the
local
highways
whatever
to
game.
create the perfect
I like those
zoning.
map
And you can
games.
see that separation right here. When we do a little bit of landscaping and detailing,
this is
we'll be able to
dope.
fix this up a bit. Maybe not this one. But we'll be able to fix this up a little bit and have landscaping all the way through here and
The
slope this out.
local
It'll end up turning out really nice.
local
I am
game.
going to fill
the
in the
map
rest
game
of this area,
from
and
yesterday.
hopefully soon we can afford police
Location
and
game.
fire so that we don't burn everything down in the city. But if we have to hold off, we have to hold
I like
off.
any kind of those
in the
map
meantime,
games or date
we'll
and
continue with our
time
density.
games.
Same patterns over here, more density in the back, although I think I might go back a little bit.
That's why I
further
wanted to do some
with
daily games
some
today,
single-family
because
homes.
I haven't done them in a while. And I truly enjoyed a lot of them.
Now, while all of that's filling in, I want to think a little bit about the shoreline right here. And you might have noticed that I didn't develop it. And that's because I really think it's important to maintain a public shoreline, if at all possible. Lots of areas gave
You
their
know,
up
I
their
know we're
shoreline
watching
and
this, but I'm
developed
kind of
it.
learning.
And when that happens,
too.
I feel like you really take something away from the general public. So I don't know that we're going to do anything exceptional here right now, but we will create a walkable waterfront with some palm trees. This is a little bit concerning, though. Looks like we've got a
Did Twitch release that new update on? It was supposed to be on like the view bots. I think they did. Oh, I got new sponsorships. Damn it! Gotta go look at.
power issue.
I gotta go
And
to
it means
Stream
that we
Elements.
are
Hold on.
not powering up our industrial site. So I am going to add on to this. Rather than adding another turbine, we will improve this with the advanced rotary system. And hopefully that gives us enough power. Gives us a little bit. It'll let us limp along for the time being. We've got one more series of upgrades that can work together. We won't do that unless we until a little bit later on though. Unless we need it. Again, we're only doing what we need when we need it.
Mobile. These are
Okay,
all
not
mobile
100%
only.
sure what I want to do with the shore just yet, so I just kind of threw something out there. Basically have an oak in the
Roblox.
middle here.
I
a
would've done
walkway.
Roblox,
I'll
but it's
probably
mobile only.
replace the trees with fountains in the future, but it seems a little bit bougie for a city of this size to have fountains. It doesn't seem very reasonable, so maybe down the line, but not right now. We're closing the gap on our funding, but we're not quite there yet. I think industrial is going to be what digs us out of our budgetary hole. So I'm going to build this. We haven't gone with any specialized industry yet. I don't think we're going to do that today. We will do that soon. But for now, we're going to import everything. That would be another way, though, to potentially get out of this budgetary mess. One thing that I just did, though, I left on Snap the Zoning Grid and I broke up the zones right here. Huge bummer. Definitely the number one way to break your grid is to have that option selected. And it's going to continually be a problem. One thing I'm hoping, yeah, if you go over the top sometimes like that, you
Where'd
can
it
fix
go?
it. I got real lucky there. Real lucky.
Where did it go? I just
Now that we
had it.
built out the rest of our industrial area, I think that our budget should start to balance out. And that's good because we don't have fire or police, and police is becoming more of an issue. I am going to place a quick police station. And before I'm able to place it, we reach milestone 4. And that's what I really wanted to reach because this is going to be the thing that ultimately gets us where we need to be. We have offices now. We have low rent housing. So we'll really be able to boost up our population and also transportation. We're not going to establish
I just
that
clicked
yet,
it.
but I think it's going to be really important.
It said to start
Maybe
it.
in the next one that we do that.
Oh,
And we have
bro,
parks. And
come
ultimately,
on.
like that's something that a community of any size should have a park or two. So
I literally freaking accepted the new factor campaign. And now I can't find it.
we're going to add in police. We're going to add in some low rent housing, and then we're going to finish things out by adding in some parks and doing a little bit of landscaping and detailing. First things first, though, we've got to add in our police station, and I'm going to tastefully forget about fire for today. And I think we're going to be just fine.
I was waiting for a new
People
factor
care more
campaign
about
because I was
being
going to
robbed than their
order
house burning down.
and
That's at least
show y'all
my
live.
belief for the time being. They were okay with burning garbage, and now they're going to be okay with putting out their own fires. Now, I'm going to replace a bit of the zoning here that hasn't filled in with some offices. And that'll, again, that's helping us march towards having a budget that is balanced. And I'm okay. I've tried to maintain lot sizes that are similar. But if I'm switching uses, I guess I'm a little more okay with the lot sizes being a little bit different. So I am switching these up. Obviously, there's a limited office demand right now. So we've got basically what we're going to have for a while, but it's okay that they're a little bit different. And now we have really defined areas for those plazas and green spaces. And now for the low rent, we're going to go with the French low rent because it's super attractive. As far as low rent housing goes in this game, it's what actually feels reasonable to me. I want to really try to control this though, because there are 3 different assets. One that looks like a T, one that looks like a straight line, actually 4, one that looks like an L, and one that looks like a U. So I'm going to see if I can get the U, and I'm not 100% sure which way this is going to face. Right now it's facing Victoria. I'm hoping that means that the U opens up this way. This is what I was looking for. I wanted the buildings to face this way. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it though because of the slope. You can see that if you were in this apartment on the corner right here, that's not so great. That's not so great. So we're gonna go back to the drawing board. We'll make a whole bunch of homeless people inadvertently. What I'm gonna do instead is add a bunch of these smaller ones.
Look at all those people that just ran out.
If I do a bit of grading, I can probably make these work.
Oh, that looks so good.
Okay, did this little low rent housing complex need this much time and attention paid to it? Probably not, but do I enjoy it? I really do. This is the kind of thing that I love spending time on in this game. Just making an area feel complete and, you know, fixing my mistakes like that one. That's the other thing. That's the joy I derive from this game. So that is something that I will probably do quite a bit in this city. Now, one thing you can see is that we are getting closer to a balanced budget, and you didn't see anything there. We are seeing a couple of buildings burned down. We're not going to worry about that. What we're going to do instead is increase the taxes on folks so we balance the budget. And for our office, we can't go much above 10, but for our industrial, we can go as high as 15 and get away with it. And that right there is a balanced budget. So what I want to do to round things out, the last thing I want to do is kind of fix some of these areas where we... What I want to do to round things out is what I said I wasn't going to do. We're going to add a fire department. I feel like I'm seeing enough. I've seen enough. I know that I need to do it. Now, the reason why I didn't want to add it is I really wanted to go for the French firehouse, but it's so expensive and we balanced our budget. But we're going to go for it. We'll just add a normal firehouse. And again, we'll add it along Main Street where we've been adding every single use inappropriately. So now I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. We'll see if we get our budget completely balanced. I doubt it at this point now that we've added our fire, but it could be close. And the perfect thing to do right now is add some parks and do a little bit of landscaping and detailing.
Oh, I see. So adding the parks. Interesting. Looks so good. Dude, that's crazy.
And now there's one final thing that I want to do, and that is add a bit of
Oh,
parking.
look at that.
is
He
the one
balanced
thing
up
I've been
to
talking about this
1,000
entire
upward.
episode that I have not done just yet. So let's unlock our parking, and then I'm going to place a couple of parking areas. Now, interestingly, I completely ran out of money while I was adding parking, and maybe that is a bit of a commentary on the actual cost of parking. It's not free, it's very expensive. But because of that, I think there's only one more thing left to do today. That's take inventory of what we've done with a brief
This is
city
so
tour.
cool, man. I forgot that it even looked like that. That's crazy. Oh damn, that blew up. This is so cool. I don't have the patience to do this, but this is cool. Yeah, I'm editing, man. I gotta watch that video.
And you know, it seems fitting that we would end this episode with a tornado in the background. The tormentor of City Skylines 2 is tornadoes, whereas fires were the tormentor of City Skylines 1. And just like I did in Verde Beach, I'm gonna forget about it. We'll take a look at the ocean and just admire
Man, that's
our new
cool.
city. And honestly, I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out so far, and I really hope that you like it as well. And I also hope that you've enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed,
Like and
to the channel,
subscribe, man.
please consider doing so. And I want to thank
City
you so much for
Planner
your time
Plays.
today. Whether you're watching me live on Twitch right now or you're watching the edited version of this video, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Take care.
And then also his music, Master Planner Plays.